Time to start a new series. I've heard a lot of great things about this one. I beg your pardon? So a while ago I asked you guys what I should be covering on the channel, and you all replied with Chainsaw Man. Now it's not hard to see why. The manga has been very critically acclaimed, and when we finally got a trailer for the upcoming anime, it literally broke the internet. So I'm here to set out on my own little adventure to find out why people are so excited about Chainsaw Man. In today's video, I'll be covering chapters 1 through 21, which covers the intro, Bat Devil, and Eternity Devil arcs. So strap in, get yourself some toast of jam, because this is my review of the first 3 arcs of Chainsaw Man. So our main protagonist in this story is a teenager named Denji. At the beginning of the story, he's in severe debt, he's kind of depressed, and he really doesn't have anything going for him. But to make matters worse, he ends up getting betrayed by the Yakuza and then brutally murdered. However, thankfully to the promise that he made to his lovable chainsaw dog pet, Pochita, he winds up getting himself involved in a contract with a devil and becoming back to life. And as a plus, he can now transform himself into a half chainsaw devil fighting machine, which is totally awesome. As a result of his new power, Denji gets recruited to work for a public safety organization of devil hunters. So if I had to describe Denji to you guys, I would say he's like the most teenager that has ever teenagered. Right? There are 3 ways to get his attention, right? First, give him food. Second, show him boobs. And third, promise him that he can go kill some devils. So almost immediately, Denji takes a liking to the leader of the public safety organization named Makima, and he just crushes on her super hard. And you know, I'm not really sure how I feel about her just yet. We don't get a whole lot of screen time of her throughout this part of the story, and the little bit of glimpses we see of her do paint a potentially sinister picture. I mean, for goodness sake, she's not above using sex to bribe her subordinates to do what she wants. So that right there is kind of messed up, but who knows what other shady things she's doing. I mean, for goodness sake, she even literally calls everyone that works under her pet. Woof. Next, we have a fiend named Power. She's loud, obnoxious, honestly quite selfish, except when it comes to her pet cat, Meowie. And if I gotta be honest, I love her. Like, if I had to describe Power, she's literally chaos incarnate. Like, you just never know what is she gonna do next. She just makes every scene she's in just so much more interesting because you can't really predict what's gonna happen. So anytime an opportunity comes up that allows her to flex her superior powers over the humans, she takes that chance, and yeah, she gets into some shenanigans because of it. Oh yeah, and she can like manipulate blood to make weapons, so that's cool. We also have a whole squad of these different devil hunters. I'm not quite sure how I feel on them all yet, so here's kind of like a rapid fire version of my thoughts. Hayakawa, aka Aki. He seems like a pretty straight-laced, overly serious kind of guy, but I'm sure we're going to get more of his backstory. It's coming soon to find out why he's overly serious. Himeno seems really nice. She's very outgoing, very excitable. Sometimes that lets her get in a little over her head as well, but she's a fun member of the team. Alright, Arai, he's there. Now finally we get to Kobeni. She's actually quite interesting. She's a very shy, timid member of the group, and we find out that she never even wanted to be a devil hunter. She just wanted to be someone that could contribute to her family, but she didn't really have any other options. So I kind of feel bad for her being put in a life or death situation, but she's kind of nice. I definitely am looking forward to seeing more of her. I can't say I truly dislike anyone we've been introduced to so far. Some of them are definitely quite shady or maybe overly mysterious, so time will tell with them, but so far I think we're off to a very solid start. So far throughout the first 21 chapters or so, Denji's goals have been relatively short-sighted in the grand scheme of things. First off, all he wanted was some food, then he wanted to touch some boobs, and now he's trying to get himself a kiss. So he's constantly putting himself in these very dangerous and deadly situations just for relatively simple things. So in a way, Makima has been effectively able to keep a leash on Denji because she can just use these little things to keep him happy while she goes about planning her behind the scenes things. So I do think we're going to get to a turning point eventually where Denji's going to really see everything that's going on instead of being blinded by his hormones. There's been a couple of parts here and there where Denji's been like, no, I don't want to kill this devil. It might be my friend. Usually to be proven wrong. So in a roundabout kind of way, that might be foreshadowing where the relationship between him and Makima is eventually going to go. Or who knows, maybe eventually Makima is going to make Denji do something he doesn't want to do to a friendly devil, and that's going to be what turns him to the other side. So I guess we'll wait and see. However, as far as what we have immediately to worry about, we do have the introduction of the Gun Devil. In just a few pages, we already have this picture painted of the hyper-lethal capacity that the Gun Devil has. We learned that it was able to kill over 1 million people from around the globe in just a matter of a few seconds. That's terrifying. And then it just disappeared without a trace. Yeah, nice. We are building up to the actual confrontation with this devil through a scavenger hunt of sorts by collecting different little pieces of its body, and eventually it's going to lead up to the Gun Devil itself. So I have no idea how this confrontation is actually going to go. I'm actually kind of scared because I don't think anybody is powerful enough to deal with something like that. But again, I guess we'll have to wait and see because I'm pretty interested. So even though I'm only like a mere 20-ish chapters in, I am enjoying what we have read so far, and Fujimoto's delivering an experience that's pretty unique from the other manga I have read. I mean, just to point it out, his depiction of the adolescent teenagers is so spot on, it's scary. There's also this very heavy growing dread. We know that the Public Safety Commission is up to some sort of behind the scenes no good. Now we're building up to this confrontation with the Gun Devil, so I feel like we're going to get to a point not too long from now where stuff hits the fan and we're just going to be going full speed ahead. Here and there's been quite a few seeds planted that are also very interesting, particularly with the characterization of some people. Little plot threads like, how did this person get to be the way they are? Or, what is this person's motivation? You know, there's enough there that's keeping me interested, making me want to click, read the next chapter. Between Fujimoto's art and the actual events that happen in the manga, there's a very raw and like untamed feeling that I get from the series. And honestly, I just want to get back to reading more of it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But if you want to stick around and hear my thoughts on the upcoming Katana Man arc, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. It helps me, helps you. We're all winners. But until then, I've been Lunka, and remember, be kind to others, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. I want to give a special shout out to the first wave of new members to the channel. We have Laura, Wondersoul, and McTwisty. Thank you so much, everybody.